I'm Faye Watt, and let's queer up the world view. Lillian Bonsignore makes history as first out gay FDNY commissioner. New York City is set to make history. Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani has named Lillian Bonsignore as commissioner of the Fire Department of New York, making her the second woman and the first out gay person to lead the department. Mamdani announced the appointment in Queens. Quote, "The FDNY deserves a leader who cares about their work because she did it herself. She is the kind of leader I'm so proud to have in my administration," end quote. Bonsignore, a Bronx native, joined the Fire Department of New York in 1991 as an emergency medical technician and served for 31 years, retiring in 2022. She became chief of the EMS division in 2019, the first woman to hold that role and the first uniformed woman to reach 4-star chief status. A first responder on September 11th and a leader during the COVID-19 pandemic. Bonsignore emphasized safety and support for FDNY members. She said, quote, "My goal is to ensure that every member of the FDNY has the resources and environment they need to perform their role safely and effectively," end quote. Her appointment also marks a milestone moment for LGBTQ plus visibility in city leadership. Oh my God, that's for sure. From my seat, this is what leadership looks like when it's earned, not handed a la Trump, Lillian Bonsignore didn't make history by being the first. She made it by showing up, staying and leading through every single crisis that was thrown her way. Visibility matters most when it comes with competence and when it comes with the power that she is bringing to the FDNY. This sends a powerful message that queer leaders belong everywhere. They belong in New York City, and Mamdani is going to make sure that they're part of his administration.
And she was so young, that picture.
So young. She started her journey so young. I was thinking that too. Yeah.
She was a baby.
Yeah. And look where she is now.
And like helping in 9/11 kid.
And just kind of polishing her craft in different areas and different specialties is really great. Listen, I've been someone who has always believed in the good of even bad things. My uncle has been with the police department in New York City since I was a child. He recently retired. So there's always good in bad. And it's really great to see LGBTQ plus people in these positions. For me, at least as someone who's still a fan of believing in the good of the police, I love seeing this.
I second that too. My family is also in law enforcement as well. I have a brother who's a cop, and there are people that are good on both sides, as we all know. And it's so refreshing to see someone who's so qualified for the job. Really, I mean, you touched upon that, Faye. It's just, what a remarkable career to have this moment in her career. It's fantastic. So kudos to her.
She loves her city.
Yeah.
I lived in New York City for several years, and there's just something about the people, the locals. They literally, they just fall in love with the city of New York City, and just with the whole police department, all of it. Just they're so proud.
Yeah.
And I had a few friends that were part of the police force, and they they lived for their job. Like they breathe. It was oxygen for them, and I hadn't really seen that in any other profession. It was fascinating.
Yeah. And for her, it wasn't like it wasn't handed down, right? It wasn't her father and grandfather that were. That was something that was instilled in her. However, and that's something that we usually brush to the side when we're LGBTQ because we don't want to be out there out front that way.
Right.
I'm proud of her. I'm proud of her.
I mean, and what does it say about Mamdani? Like, he is literally.
He walks his talk.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He said he was going to do it.
Exactly.
Everything he said on his campaign, showing up in different religious communities, cultural communities, racial communities. He said he would bring these people into leadership, and he's doing it.
He said he would make New York City a sanctuary city for, from immigrants to trans folks, and everyone in between. And this shows that he's got that frame of mind, that's what he's thinking of.
Absolutely.
Greg?
No, I agree. My only concern, because
Of course, I knew
You have a concern.
Was it the double-breasted suit? It was the jacket.
There tends to be a little more pressure on an LGBTQ person,
Of course, yeah.
in a position such as this.
Oh,
I'm
but
thinking
babe,
about
brother,
when Lori Lightfoot, who was the mayor of Chicago, the lesbian mayor of Chicago.
Yeah.
So there is that, but I have every confidence from seeing her from 22 to all these years later. I think.
Just understand that I get it. It's not easy being an LGBTQ being put in this position, all right? But she was a woman before she was LGBTQ, so she knows what it's like to be marginalized at every corner.
Right.
And she chose positions where there were more men than women in those positions. You know what I mean?
So
she's been kicking ass since the beginning.
And I understand his point. It's being magnified at this point, obviously, because of what's going on in the world and stuff. And so people are taking this as an excuse to leave New York. And that is so insanely crazy for people to think that because there is a woman leader, lesbian, for a firefight, I would rather have her coming into a building to save me
100%.
than any crony that anybody else could possibly take off the street that is unqualified.
Yeah, New York is packed. If you feel that way, get out anyway. We don't want you.
But you're saying get out.
My second home.
We live in Florida. Okay, everybody at the table has lived in New York. Okay, except for Greg, that he lived in Chicago, which is New York adjacent. Okay, like we all have. And there's something about coming from those cities that you leave and you take that shit with you.
Of course.
All right.
I don't agree.
Now you take a piece of it. You don't think you take a piece of it with you?
I think people come here to start over.
No. I'm saying when you leave, you take a piece of that with you.
Where you go, when you leave anywhere, you take a piece of it with you.
Well, some. I mean, depends. I mean, I didn't want to take too much of Jersey. I'll tell you that. Right? But I did. Right? You know. So the people come down. We don't want those New Yorkers that hate everything about LGBTQ and don't want Mamdani as a leader to be coming down here to Florida. And they will, because DeSantis is our leader. You know what I mean? Like, So
I think a lot of New Yorkers, if I'm being completely honest with you, are way scared of more than down here to leave just Mamdani. So I don't think a lot of them are. I don't think
it's just the loudness you're hearing from the internet and social media from the people that probably don't even live there that just want to voice their opinions.
I'm like, how many of these people are actually reporting live from Midtown? You know, like that's what I'd like to really know.
100%. Well, there is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.